Hey everyone, happy Monday. Hi Miss Mist, hi DMC. Thank you for the pandas and thank you for the creeper heads. Right, let's, Hi Ellie, thank you for the meow. Ah, deoxidizing. Sorry, it won't be a second. Right, so we're going to work on the cliffs today. So you're going to need a bee farm next season too. Yeah, bee farms are very important if you're going to be doing anything with copper or those kind of blocks. Yeah. From the trail. They're not hard. No, that's true. Which is default potato vision. Oh, sorry. I need to. Oh, I updated OBS this weekend. So it could be a case of it's thrown one of the settings out and I may need to change it. But to do that, I'd have to restart the stream. Oh, no mouse and Minecraft. Youch. You should be able to pick one up if you need one. It shouldn't be very expensive. They're usually just a couple of quid, depending upon where you go. But then again, you're in London, and London is always expensive. Come on. The hotel Wi-Fi is garbage as well. You changed it. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to pay a lot for a mouse. My max for a mouse is about £14–15. I won't pay more than that because they never seem to last more than a few years. But usually you can get one for a couple of quid. If it's just a cheap one you want to not bother too much with afterwards. So most of the supermarkets and even some of the pound shops kind of thing sell them. In the land and cheese, up you're in France now, the normally one uses $30. Exact. Not much paid, not much lost, true. So you're in France, so that makes sense. I don't know what they'd cost there. No, we don't want the same ones twice in a row. Different directions. Make our way back up again. I want lots of green in this cliff. If it's a winter cliff, I'll use lots of diorite and andesite. You need to buy a new water bottle there in Paris, yeah. You can always just buy a bottle of water and reuse the bottle. It's what I do when I'm away. Because it's just easier sometimes. You say you like the euro exchange dollar rate better. Yeah. That's true. Always depends how things are working out for exchange rates. Some of them are better than others. But then it's not just the exchange rate, it's what things cost as well when you compare them. It was like when I was in Australia, I bought a couple of books and they were really expensive. Books that would usually cost about £4 over here in the UK cost something like $20, which was about 10 to 15, about £10 or so. Oops, cat walked on your on the keyboard. You should have known better to take this bottle because it's lost some part of it last time. Ooh. Yep, cat's saying hi again. They do like to do that. They're very friendly. Say hi back to the kitty cat. Right, so that's those 4 stacks. Go back here and start with the next lot of them. You've been enjoying your... Hi, Fantabulous One. Do love that you pay £4. You say £4. Yep. Exactly. We don't have tax to add on it. It's all included in it. I must admit, the first time I went to the States, that really blew my mind that the tax wasn't included. Oh, thank you for the resub, Fantabulous One. Yeah, you love keyboards that aren't stealing your attention for them for a moment. True. They get very jealous. After all, you belong to them. You don't belong to the keyboard. Because, yeah, that surprised me. I guess because I always grew up with tax included on things. It's kind of like you guys having to do your own tax thing for the for your wages, etc. That always seems weird to me too, because we don't. It's taken care of by whatever company you work for. We don't have to deal with that at all. It gets taken out of the wage each time you get paid and sent to the government. You're also proud of the Paris Metro. They got rid of those stupid tiny paper tickets and graduated to something similar to the Oyster card. Oh, that's good. The Oyster card is really handy. But I do like the fact that they'll just take the chip and pin in London as well. Most buses do now, from what I've seen. I can just do contactless, just tap and go with it. But then it's the same in the shops. You just have to make a mental note of what you've spent. So you've been to Notre Dame yet, or is that on the cards for another day? Yeah, you can use a contactless. Oh, that's good. Oops. Let's go back. Putting a lot of these in, but I'll also need to do a whole bunch of the other ones. Still got to light up this face. What are we doing? I haven't used as much of it as I thought. Bit weird. Probably because I've just missed pieces. Just randomly place them and eventually it'll get there. No, you got to about 3 hours ago. Okay. You just use your old Oyster card stub. That makes sense. It's no loss and no big deal. Yeah, if you get a ticket machine instead of try and cancel replace card. Yeah, no, you might as well keep it and reuse it, etc. As long as they keep them available for usage. It makes sense. I used to have one, but it's just easier now for London to use contactless. It doesn't make much difference to me, whereas it's easier for you not to. Got to hi, Lady KB. You got to Paris 3 hours ago. You're debating going over to the Eiffel Tower at night. If you can make your feet do it. Exactly. You still got 70 pence from 2019 when you came back in 23. Oh, that's cool. Right, so let's switch to you. How are you doing, Lady KB? Hopefully you're having a good day. If you lived in the UK, you'd cut. Yeah, that's the thing. Because if you lived in the UK, it would be easier because you wouldn't get charged an international rate either for conversion, etc., and all the other rubbish. So it does make more sense for you to use the Oyster because you don't. For the contactless for us, I don't get bank charges, whereas you would get bank charges. So yeah, it's really not worth it. Go this way. Not to mention conversion charges. There. Like I missed some. Okay, we'll find them in that bit. You're doing good? You got a day off TC? Okay, that's cool. As long as you're having fun, Miss Lady KB. Not Miss. Thankfully, you don't get charged for foreign transactions fees on the cards you use. You use your phone to pay for everything while travelling. Oh, that's cool. That's really good. Because they can mount up. This way this time. I knew there had to be more of these things around where I could put them. We'll use a bunch of slabs and what have you and walls in a short while. I don't want you. Okay, there we go. You. Not you either. How are we doing? See a couple of places we can put them. And a whole bunch of places here. Move that, that doesn't look right. Not you either. Andesite I want. Guess I missed a whole bunch around here. Oh, you're gonna be that. Bottom. It's always good to step away and you can see the bits you've missed. You're so far trying to fix your Sims 4 to get it working again. The only solution is to uninstall and reinstall. Not ideal because you don't know if everything's saved correctly per instructions. Ouch. But it's the only answer you have to go by. And well, I really hope you don't lose anything. That's never fun. Must admit, I don't think I've played Sims 4. I played Sims 1 and I think I played Sims 3. I had Sims 2, but I think that was the one I didn't really enjoy. And it's a long time ago since I played The Sims. I still have it. Not sure it'd work on the machine. Purely because of the version of Windows 11 and it being so old. Fly away and have a check. Okay, so let's put the... I didn't use any of the stone stairs, but I didn't seem to need them just yet. Andesite, cobble. So I want you. You. And you. No, that won't do. It's in the wrong place. Seeing if we can mob-proof things. A little bit. Here we go. I know we'll have to light up. And we still have the cobble and the andesite ones to add. Put you here. Well, if you do go out to see the Eiffel Tower, I hope you enjoy it. Now you wonder, can your dodgy neighbourhood go out with some sticks and torches on the ground? I just find it, if I stick them on these bits, it breaks up the lines, but it also, mobs can't spawn on them. It makes it easier. Then we can use some slabs as well. Okay, you can't go there, but you should be able to go here. Doing. I'm not going to do there. I don't want to put one there because that'll join onto that. We'll have to put something else there when we get round to it. We'll break it up with a slab. Okay, that'd have to be a slab as well. So is that. It's not so bad because you can see where you need to put something different when there's just too much of the same thing. And then when you're trying to make it so that you get a bunch of similar stuff together. We're not doing too badly. Haven't put any cobble down yet. Mossy cobble, yes. Normal cobble, no. Let's get rid of you. We can stick you on there for the moment. Put you there. Kind of becomes second nature after all these years. There. Can we see? Don't like that. Let's go there. As long as I can get back up there. Go. So I don't like the way this bit here is facing. It was too narrow. Okay, let's grab some more. Grab some slabs. Right, so didn't use as many of them as I thought I would. And I'm just going to grab a couple of stacks of each this time. Doesn't seem much yet, but it'll get there as we progress around. remember doing Minis. The amount of slabs and stairs I put in there just to try and spawn proof the thing. At the time it was the fun and games of the lighting didn't just peek through the blocks like it does now. I must admit, I was glad when they made that change. Let's grab the torch and put that back somewhere. Where can I put you? Break it up a little bit. There. Wasn't where I was planning to place it. Do that. Oh, okay, I can do that instead. But I'll have to deal with that. Okay. You're that. Need to change. You don't need to. With you. Okay. What are you doing now? What else have we got that needs switching out? Hello. There you go. Mobs spawning already. And Now I hear bats. It was not. That was nuts, Asher, and you drained the the valley, and it was done. Yeah, I really appreciated you guys draining that thing, because when I looked at it, it was a case of there was only so much I could do with that valley area, and I didn't have time to drain it and build the mountains. So I really appreciated that. That made my life so much easier with that terraforming job. Let's see how that goes. Needs breaking up just a little bit more here. It's too square. As long as I can get round to it. Got that bit there. I need to put a block on top of that. Just on top of this wall. Bit better. Yeah. Hey, it worked. There was just so much of it to do. It was a shame I didn't get it completed, but we kind of ran out of time. Put the andesite away. Right, so. But we got a good chunk of it done. Yeah, exactly. It was one of those things. You did what you could. I must admit, I spent a lot of time draining Ocean. When it came to that final valley, I didn't have the time or the motivation to deal with that. But I did get a knack for building those flying machines. It didn't take me so long by the end of the season. Yeah, that build was definitely worth it. Seeing Tango's brain explode when you showed them what you'd done. It was just amazing, was that city. You guys put so much work into it. And then getting it decorated as well. and all the snow involved. That was a lot of snow that you guys did. Remember to put some grass down here too. Oh, this was Ministry, and I know I always pronounce it wrong. The Lord of the City Ring, city, Lord of the Rings city that was built in season. Yeah, that's it. Season 6, yeah. Yeah. You guys did a fantastic job with it. And then all the people who jumped in and did extra interiors. And all the farms underneath as well. Oh, your oh, that was a really good one. The seasons, it's on Tango's channel. Season 6 Patreon tour. If you ever, yeah, the base was under it. I'd have to, oh, it'd take me a few minutes probably to dig out the link to his VOD of it. But it was definitely a good build. They did a fantastic job. And Cable has an in-depth one on his channel for it too. Thanks for a link, yeah. That way Miss can see that one here. Like I say, that was a really good build for that you guys did. Oh, it's definitely on his main channel because I've seen it when I was looking for something else. And it's well worth a view. Need to get some dirt. Or some grass anyway. Mm. Give me a second, I'll see if I can find it. YouTube. Tango Tech. Season was that's 3 years ago. Season 5. Come on, I said Tango Techs. Search. Trying to remember how long ago it was. From season 7. You made me jump. You found it? Oh, awesome. Do you want to message me on Discord, DMC, and I'll post it? It was perfect timing. Fantabulous one. Let's go. Right. Direct messages. That's if you... Yeah. Should take you out a second and put you in. Just so we break it up a little bit. Not sure when the timeline was it, but it ended up being a longer stretch than was planned for it. That I do remember. Season. For the Titancraft that was, so yeah. Season 6. Let's close that and go back to this. And go away. Annoying birdies. Let me know when you sent it and I'll put it in chat. That was a fantastic build. Okay. If you can, that's great. If not, let me know and I will post the link. Yep. There's just... I keep saying the same. There's a whole bunch I would love to learn. And what? 8 years in and I'm still learning constantly. See if I can... Let's just check. Yeah, that didn't come back with anything. There must be part of the URL missing. After youtube.com, okay. youtube.com. / probably. Yep, there we go. Stop. There you go. That's the full link. I'm gonna switch to these for this. Yeah, it was a fun build. It was really weird not working on a build on my own though that season. I know I did the lots of other little bits, but it was definitely a fun build to see. One thing was when you're showing him the roller coaster. Yeah, further than the 50 blocks. It was kind of funny. Because there was so much panic that he would end up seeing something he wasn't supposed to see before he actually saw it, before it was actually time to see it. Let's put you there. Somebody got to sleep through the night before the server restarted. There we go. We were screaming in Discord, yes. We were all having a little bit of a heart attack that we didn't want him to see it first. But it was really cool that it actually got done. How many times was it tried previously? I think it was a couple of times, wasn't it? Before it was actually completed. Yeah, it starts with you, Doobie, and Asher. It was the fourth and final time, yeah. It definitely took a big team to finish it, though. But it turned out really well. And I like the pattern on the top of it too. Of of the I guess it wasn't exactly a spire, it was the bit that pointed out at the front. That's true, yeah. Haven't heard anything about Bunny for a long while though. I hope she's doing okay. And that was the season for we did the little memorial cave as well, if I remember correctly. Well, if you see the link I posted, that should take you to the start of that particular tour. Yeah, bless. Now we need to do the cobbled. He was a really great guy. I didn't know him that well, but I had a few conversations with him. We were working on some bits on your base this season before, the season 4 one. He was a really nice guy. Yeah, it starts with a creeper farm with a farm. Oh yeah, and because the public trading hall was there as well, if I remember right, that season. See what else. Yeah, because we took up a few time slots. Yeah. His reaction was priceless. Where I want you. Yeah, this year made brain dumping from what you guys did with the Spark of Insanity crew. So we need some walls now. And then we want you. Last you knew it was 85% done. Oh, that's cool. I know a lot of work has been done on it. And it's one of those builds that everybody's avoided, so nothing gets spoilt. She's really good. I'll put that there or there. Put something there. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I've had peeks at it throughout the season, but it'll be good to see it when it's complete. You're not sure if it'll get finished? Oh, that's a shame. I must admit I haven't seen many of them on the server lately. But then I haven't had much time to play lately either. So I have no room to talk. Ah, that's a shame. Go back to the top and try a different block. I can't put that one there. Don't want to put it there either. And no, I can't. Well, I can, but I need to be careful not to do too many of those. They need to be broken up a little bit. Mm. No, not there. I'm going to need a whole bunch of slabs for this section, from what I'm seeing. So let's move those out of the way for a second. Grab a couple of let's put you there. Break it up a little bit. It's certainly a good thing. Where next? Break that up a little bit more. Maybe some of you. It's a shame if I put a block here, it will destroy this one. You enjoyed that, did you, Miss Mist? The season 6? It was a really good build. Yeah. There was lots of different things in that one. I'm going to put you there. You. No, I don't like you there. Where else have I got? I do. I still have some of you on me. Okay. See a few spaces here that need to be dealt with. Oh, you're a half slab, so you're fine. You were a half slab as well, so you're not needed. And jump boost is really useful when I'm doing this kind of thing. I think what I'm gonna have to do is sort out a whole bunch of beacons. Thank you for the bit, Fantabulous One. Yeah, I always enjoy seeing all the builds as well. Cable's builds are always fantastic. But you're also seeing what everybody else comes up with. There's just so many of them. And they're so fun to see, and everybody's style is different. So this should really be more of this. Get the shovel. And then we can add a few more bits to hide it off a little. Keep being tempted to put something against this. And it won't work. Just break it. Let's have a look. Yeah, there are. There's so many talented builders. I always love seeing what they come up with. But then there's so many talented with the redstone and the map art and all sorts of different areas of how you can play the game. So there's a bit just there. There we go. No, not you. I'm not there either. Right block, wrong place. Let's move on to the next section. It doesn't look like we've got very much done so far. I know it's been over an hour. And you. You. Not you. We want. How are we doing for cobble? Mossy cobble. Not as much. Well, that's fine. We'll start on the cobble on this section. Instead. Just break it up a little bit colour wise. Oh, not a great deal. We can have a fly round and... Oh, I'm missing a whole bunch of trapdoors. Okay, I'm going to have to sort them out. We'll go to this end and we'll... I started here. We got the pathway in, but I haven't done the terraforming of it. I haven't put in the bridge that needs to go in yet either. But we got this part of it built. We started on here. So there's still so much of it to terraform. Like I say, this lot still needs filling in. We got this little bit done here. And that needs to be a walkway down to the dock. And then all the way around here still needs to be built. So I've got a long way to go with the island. I've got a long weekend next weekend. So I'm hoping I'll get some time to actually play some Minecraft. And we've got this section here done. Like I say, it's very much a floating castle at the moment. Which is why I'm trying to concentrate on the outside. So that progress can be made rather than concentrate on the inside. What little time I've had. Mostly the last few weeks, the only time I've had is stream time. And I need to pull my finger out, otherwise it's not going to be done. So let's fill you in. I need the shovel again. Okay, man, give me that back. Yes, it's definitely a big island. But then it's what, 500 by 500 or 500 by 600-ish? Give or take a bit. You don't go there. You won't work. About the size of your Monopoly board. Oh, that's cool. How's your Monopoly board going, Miss Mist? It's on vacation at the moment. That's fine. Sometimes you need to do that. Stack of these for the minute. Always grab more. There's going to be lots of these that are missing. Okay, so that's those. Hi Sam, thank you for the creeper. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Grab some more mossy, more cobble. Okay, so 1, 2. Because there's a whole section here that we haven't dealt with at all. Can I? We'll have to do some more building and tree work and figure out other bits and bobs of what we're doing. I think we got a creeper down there. Bye bye. Let's get this. Okay. Here a little bit. Yep, I definitely need to put down a whole bunch of jump beacons. I had planned to at one point. Hi Sam. You did some building today on your base? You're a little bit sick. Oh, I'm sorry you're not well. Hopefully you'll feel better soon. But yeah, I had a stack of beacons and a couple of shulkers of iron on me, planning to put beacons all over the base. And I dug down and ended up in lava and, yep, lost them. It happens, bless it. I have replacements to you. Yeah, well, I wasn't too happy at the time. It's fine now, but yeah, at the time I was not impressed that I hadn't put them in my ender chest until I got to where I needed them. I just had them in my inventory. Like a doofus. What can you say? Mistakes were made. But it's not a big deal. I have plenty more. I just haven't got round to putting them in place. But it might be an idea now that I'm doing the terraforming to do that. Purely because the jump boost will be really handy while I'm doing cliff work. Hello, spiders. I really do need to sort out the light level overlay. Or the light, or the mini hood. Probably the mini hood at this point. It's going to be easier to get. Break it up with a bit more green. Put a torch down somewhere. You can go there for the minute. Yeah, so this week's a short week at work. So yeah, let's hope nothing else crops up. Welcome back, Miss Mist. And I can actually play Minecraft this next weekend. Be nice to focus on the Minecraft so that I can get more of the building. See if I can get you there instead. I don't want to put that at the bottom bit because that will just close it off. There. Oops. That was very much glitchy. Can I bring it down? Can. Still got the andesite to put in. There's a whole section here that's pretty bare. This is one of those jobs that I usually put something on and listen to it while I place the blocks. Seems to help with this kind of thing. That or chatter to people like this. What I usually do is what I did when I was doing the mountains for Ministry Earth. And I know I always pronounce that thing wrong. It really helps. What you need to do sometimes, just have something playing in the background, whether it's a book or a VOD or whatever it is. It's amazing how much something like that helps. Okay, so we need a whole bunch of this over this section. You think you've got it all, and then you move away and you find big sections you haven't done anything with. See what I mean? Right here. And in here. Where else am I missing? Let's grab at you. Put you there. That block there if I can get up to it. Oh. That's a bit better. Still some there. And you on the back here so I can at least see. I don't think I have any of those, do I? I don't. I'm out of mossy. I need to run the moss farm, to be honest. What I'm going to do is go check the normal moss farm. See if it's still working. I know one side of it didn't work when we changed it to the pale moss. But if I'm going to run the moss, because I'm going to need a lot of mossy cobble to build this thing. Okay. Thank you for the creeper, fantabulous one. I'm gonna need to get to the edge. Don't be the same, or oh no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't be up or down at all because you're that. See if you turn on and work properly. At least the farms aren't too bad. They're kind of pretty. They're in their own way. So. Okay, so you're working. Now, are you working? Or are you still broken? Still very much broken is this side. Right, so that opens. I think the water's. There's water's not closing at the right time. You're not firing, are you? You are. The water's still there. You're out of sync somehow. You're all 0 ticks. Oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted. Try that again. So that bit works. Okay. So the water's out there too long. So what's different between this side and that side? Yeah, I think you could be right. It could be the composter's wrong. Let's grab you. Oh. Yep, the composter. That's good. We can live with that. Yeah, the composter was definitely it, Magni. It just got out of sync. Let's go check the loader. I can't remember who sent me the design, but somebody on the server sent me the design for the moss farm. Just case of, I'm going to need a fair bunch of moss, and 3 shulkers isn't going to do an entire island. I'm going to put these 4 in here. you may as well go in there too. How's Iron Farm doing? Thank you for the wither. Fantabulous one. With plenty of shulkers. A couple of them do the moss, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And then the others do the bone meal. So we're not too bad. At least it's working. And it should load the for some reason it fires two, and I couldn't figure out why it fires two shulkers when it's loading them, unloading them even. So it kind of checks them and then throws the ones I need in here. And the bone meal over there, and the empty ones go back round. Bless it. Right, so we're almost at the 2-hour mark. So let's see who's streaming. And I'm gonna plop myself next to the farm while I go have my food. Have I got? An empty shulker. You're kind of empty, so I'll put you here. That way I don't lose things. Okay. Mrs. Skiz is live. Okay. Do I have a link to Mrs. Skiz? Opening new tab. Do you have Mrs. Skiz's name? Is it just Mrs. Skiz? Because I'm happy to send a raid Mrs. Skiz's way. Skizzleman's awesome. If not, I will let you guys find whoever you want to go to. I can't see. Nope, she's not in my list. Okay, well, I'll leave you guys with it. I'm going to go grab some food. I will see you all later. Take care and have fun. Read chat. No, there was no link posted. I got a whole bunch of dots. Pupper Strummies. Okay, that's great. I will raid that. Thank you. Flash. Raid. There we go. It's queuing itself up. It's all good. It can be funny with links and all sorts of other bits and bobs. So I will see you all later. Take care and have fun. Okay? Bye now.